Plaintiff, Jacqueline Grant, says the defendant is her niece, and she raised her. Jacqueline claims when the defendant was 15, she became rebellious, and after she started dating a drug dealer, the two of them robbed Jacqueline. She's suing her niece today for car damages. Defendant, Natasha Grant, says she stayed with Jacqueline after her son was born, and that's when their relationship went downhill. Natasha claims she moved out after Jacqueline tried to attack her while she was holding her son, and then Jacqueline started stalking her. She's countersuing for personal property and harassment.
Start with you.
Natasha's my niece. I've taken care of her all her life. At 15, she started sneaking out of my house while I was at work, running around the streets with different guys and stuff like that. At 15, she ended up pregnant, ended up having an abortion, and then she got pregnant again when she was like 16, 17-ish, and she kept that baby. When she turned 18, she started hanging out with this drug dealer slash bum slash professional criminal who had then started harassing me. Her and the drug dealer robbed my house one night. I had gotten a night job overnight, and when I went to work that night, they saw me leave, and they climbed up my balcony and went in my living room window. And
What year was this?
2015, July.
All right, and you filed a police report,
Yes,
obviously.
the police came. They did it. They took things for fingerprints and stuff. They claim they haven't gotten any fingerprints back yet.
Okay. And you saw them, or you had eyewitness?
Well, yeah, I had, he was a squatter in a house on the next block over, and she moved in with him, and her baby, and she took her sister over there, and they saw my things in the house.
Okay. And did you have the police talk to her sister?
She said she was too scared to write a statement,
Okay.
and so the police said they couldn't legally go into the house to get my things.
Got it. You want to give me some background?
When I was 17, I got pregnant. I had my son. I moved in with her when he was about 6 months. From there, it went downhill. It's crazy.
Why?
I went out one night with the person she's talking about. At the time was my boyfriend. I had asked if it was okay. She watched my son. She said, sure. She called me. He's crying. I said, okay, I'm coming. I walked up the stairs. She walked out. She seen him, start cursing him out, came in the house. She tries to attack me while I'm holding him on the couch. And so I just get up and left. I left everything behind.
What else did she do to you?
She was following me. When she see me drive past her, she would make an illegal U-turn and drive behind me.
She did that how many times?
At least 3.
Describe to me what happened.
I personally, I would call my aunt. She's following me, like I would
A different aunt?
Yeah.
No, what would you say to her?
She just watch. She could watch what she wanted.
Watch what? What was there to watch?
I would pull over, like if I knew someone lived close, I would pull over, get out. I'd walk in the house, wait till, okay, she left, you go to the car, because I would call my aunt.
Okay. You know anything about her home being broken into?
Yes, I woke up around 9 o'clock. I think it was like a weekend, so I wasn't working. And her daughter is actually the one that told me her apartment got robbed.
Oh, you weren't living with her then?
No, this was after she tried to assault me on the couch with John, with my son.
Why did she try to assault you?
Because she thought I was on the phone with, at the time was my boyfriend, so she was trying to get the phone, I guess. I don't, it was just all a mess.
Why isn't he your boyfriend anymore?
I wasn't accepting his behavior anymore.
Oh, well, how was he behaving?
Horribly.
Horribly?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your Honor, Your Honor, can I tell you some things, Your Honor?
I'll get back to you. She's telling me, she's giving me some insight as to why you were intervening.
Okay.
So tell me about the house being robbed again.
Yes. I didn't know anything about it until her daughter called me, and she was the first
Did her
phone call
daughter
I got.
ever accuse you of having her items?
Oh, I didn't have anything.
Okay,
of hers.
you've never had any of her items in your house?
No.
Have you ever heard that allegation before?
Yes.
Who made that allegation?
Jacqueline Grant.
Have you ever heard your sister make such an allegation?
No.
Did you know that your sister had made such an allegation?
No.
This is the first time you're hearing that your sister made such an allegation?
Yes.
So, okay, good enough. And what are you suing her for with the damages? You wanted to say something else.
Yes, I did. I want to tell you, though, also this same gentleman, after with his harassment and stuff like that, he egged my car, egged my house, and then He actually shot my son 5 times while he was sleeping in his bed.
Did your son survive?
Yes, he did. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. He went up to my son's bedroom window at the apartment complex and fired through my son's bedroom window 5 times.
And ran?
And ran and hopped into another car.
But he hit your son?
He hit my son 5 times.
And the police investigated that?
The police started investigating it. They're trying to get ballistics back from the bullets.
When did it happen?
February this year, 2016.
And who did they speak to about it?
The neighbor next door, I don't have her name, but...
Yeah, they did speak to the neighbor?
Yes, they spoke to her, but what happened with her was they said her evidence, they couldn't really arrest him on what she said, because when they asked her to describe him, she said he was about 6.
Who else did they speak to?
I'm not sure if they were walking around the neighbor, in the complex, talking to people.
So what damages are you suing her for?
I'm suing her for the damage of my car, because after all of this, I did try to have somewhat of a relationship with her because I wasn't dealing with her.
What happened with your car?
And she asked me, because she used one of my cars one day. She had to go to work and school. She's now dealing with a 45-year-old man who has 6 kids and who still lives at home with his mother.
How old is she?
She's 19, and she lives in the house with him now.
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
She called me, he's crying. I said, okay, I'm coming. I walked up the stairs, she walked out. She seen him, start cursing him out, came in the house. She tries to attack me while I'm holding him on the couch, and so I just get up and left. I left everything behind.
Plaintiff Jacqueline Grant is suing her niece, who claims Jacqueline tried to attack her while she was holding her son.
Go ahead.
And so she asked me, because she used a car, because they had an argument, and he had taken the car he was letting her use to go back and forth to school. She had called me on the phone that morning saying he was chasing her and trying to run her down with the car. And then she called my mom. My mom could verify that she called her too, saying that the guy was trying to run her over with his car. So I let her use my car. I said you could take it to work and school, and that's it. And then you park my car back at my mother's house. And I had a meeting to go to, and I wasn't going to be out till late, and I would come pick my keys up from my mother's house that night. So when I got out of the meeting, I called her on the phone, and I said, where's my keys at? She's like, I'm coming back from taking my sister to the hospital. So I said, I didn't give you permission to use my car. Where are you right now? Pull over. Wherever you are right now, pull over. Okay. So she was closest to my friend's house, so she pulled over right there. So when he got out of the car, she's like, look what he did to my car, look, your car, look what he did to your car. And I was like, what? So she brings me to the front of the car, and this was the damage. She claims that when she was at the hospital with her sister, that her boyfriend, the one who took the car back from her, crashed into the car and hit it. So then when she told me that, I said, get in the car and take the car to the precinct now and get a police report. So the police was like, well.
You have that?
No, I have. This is from the police, what they gave me that day.
Let me see that,
they
please.
said, why didn't you call me? If he hit her car at the hospital, why wouldn't you call the police while you're still at the hospital?
All right. And what discussions have you all had about the car since then?
She claimed she was going to pay for it. Okay. I told her, why are you going to pay for it if he hit the car? He's 45 years old. He should have some money to pay. She told me, don't worry.
You should have sued him then.
Right. So
I'm saying you're suing the wrong person since that's what you said.
She said he hit it. Okay. But when we talked to him, he said, no, he did not hit it.
Okay, that's what I need you to. Who do you think hit it?
I think she had an accident or something, and she's not telling me because, Your Honor, there's no way the damage on that car would be if the car was parked in a parking lot.
You tell me what happened.
Yes, that day I did call her. I did have an argument with my boyfriend. A lot of things happened with that one.
This guy 45 with 6 kids?
46 with 6 kids.
Go ahead.
I had called her and asked her if I could use the car. She said, yeah, come by. I picked it up. I did. I went to work. I went to school, went back to work, picked up my son.
What type of school do you go to?
A vocational school.
Okay, go ahead.
And I did that. But as soon as I walked through the door, my sister, okay, I need to go to the hospital. She can barely walk, can't talk, can't tell us nothing. I'm like, what is going on? So then after that, she didn't say that on the phone.
How was her car damaged? You had a car.
I came out the hospital.
How was it damaged?
It was already damaged. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry I didn't communicate.
Did you ever speak with your boyfriend about it? Did he say he did it?
He said that he did not do it.
And when he told you he didn't, what did you say to him?
I said, okay, but why is there damage on one of the cars then? which that was a different thing. So I said I would pay for it, but she had my belongings. I was like, okay, well, you have my belongings, I have your money. We could swap it off.
Tell me about her belongings.
I don't know about any belongings in my house.
All right.
I have witness statements and Facebook messages.
Let's see what she has.
Saying.
Ma'am, you say you don't know anything about her belongings, right? You said, I don't know anything about her belongings.
I don't know anything about her belongings now because I had them picked up.
I know. She said that she's showing me something where you do know something about her belongings.
No, because they got
I already said for the third time, anything she left at my house is in the garbage. And another thing, that same night, I specifically told her to take her things with her, and she didn't. So whoever doesn't like the fact that once she left, and she left some things behind, and I put them in the garbage, can lick of my judgment for the counterclaimant. Perjury. You told me you absolutely didn't say it. I read it for myself. Have a good day, ma'am. Bye-bye.
I want nothing to do with her. She's a sorry individual, and she's very rude and disrespectful, and she knows I returned her things to her. I wish I never even met her. I wish she was never even in my family. I hate her.
We all have our own opinions.
Yes, we do.